Extreme goal!
She wasn't going for goal, but she'll happily accept it.
It's gone all the way through, and look at this! Chewinga! Did you dare write Barcelona off?
The career of one of the all-time greats is all but over.
Nice comeback.
Uma oportunidade de dizer alguma coisa que eu acho que nunca disse.
Let's get this party started!
NFL Game Pass is now exclusively on DAZN.
Let's get this thing going.
Watch every game, plus the playoffs and Super Bowl. It's your all-access pass.
That's how you fight a southpaw. Well on his way to coming back.
Katie Taylor does it again. Look at the emotion.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
Fresh coffee? Better.
Keep practicing.
Better.
Keep perfecting.
Better.
Keep going. Because no matter how good you get, there's always room for better. Delta. Keep climbing.
Think you know Disney Plus?
Oh my gosh.
You're missing half the story.
Oh my gosh.
Because Disney Plus has loads of stuff for grown-ups only. Like,
I must go punch that baby.
and like, plus a bit of. Which is why Disney Plus has parental controls. So you can be sure the kids won't see anything they shouldn't. Disney Plus. Grown-up shows you'll love, with parental controls you can trust.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring, the fight starts now! How do you like it?
Off the show! So aggressive, so focused.
Look at these two guys! Still the undisputed champion of the world!
Very good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, and that means one thing. It's Friday day here in Manchester. The countdown well and truly on for us action live in the zone. Headline by that Steel Show between Jordan Gill alongside the former IBF World Middleweight Champion, Mr. Darren Barker, to bring you all the proceeds from today's weigh. And Darren, good to see you again. When you get to this day of fight week, the anticipation wheel keeps on turning. It's your final moment to look in the eyes of your opponent. It's our chance to see the condition these fights are in. It makes everything official. You know as a fighter, once you get off them scales, all that's left to do is fight. It is the best feeling. Weighing in, getting the weight off. But there'll be issues getting it out. This is such a big fight. The winner goes on to something a lot better. Where does the loser go? They have to win this fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome everybody to the great fighting city of Manchester, England, for the official weigh-in of our big night of World Championship Professional Boxing taking place at the AO Arena here on Saturday night. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing and will be televised live around the world exclusively on DAZN. It's a heck of a fight card. We have 10 fights on the card. We have 4 title fights, 2 world title fights. We have a world title unification, and at the top of the bill, it's a mouth-watering 130-pound domestic dust-up, Jordan Gill, Zelfa Barrett. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the fighters up to the stage so they can face the scale and face each other. Our first contest, 6 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Now making his way to the stage, de la capital, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Professional record 5-5-2. Please welcome Rodrigo Panino Areco. Areco. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His professional record, perfect, 6-0, 1 knockout. He fights out of Swansea, Wales. Here is the baddest nerd on the planet. Please welcome Brandon Boom Boom Scott. Scott. Now to the scale, Pinino Rodrigo Areco. 125.8 for Areco, 125.8. Now to the scale, the baddest nerd on the planet, the undefeated Brandon Boom Boom Scott. 125 bang on for Brandon Boom Boom Scott, 125 bang on. Scott versus Areco, 6 rounds, super bantamweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. All right, thank you, Jamie and Darren. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 2-1 with 1 knockout. He fights out of Konin, Poland. Please welcome Mateusz Kałecki. Kałecki. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His young professional record thus far perfect, 3-0, 3 knockouts. Here is the 4-time national champion and the GB Elite 3 Nations champion, fighting out of Brentwood, Essex, England, Jimmy Sains. Sains. Now to the scale, Mateusz Kałecki. 161.6 for Kowetsky, 161.6. And now the undefeated young fighter from Brentwood, Jimmy Sains. $162.3 for Jimmy Sains, 162.3.
Face to face.
Jimmy Sains versus Mateusz Kowetsky. 6 rounds middleweights, matchroom boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England.
Those damn crawlers always making problems. Every time, pretty burnt out there. They were having to finish all their fights. That's to the top anyway.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next contest, we're going to go 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. Now making his way to the stage, professional record, 4 wins, 9 defeats, 1 knockout. Fighting out of Latina Lazio, Italia, please welcome Fabio, the Major Cascone. Cascone. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His professional record, 3-0 with 2 knockouts. Fighting out of Manchester, England. Please welcome William Crawler. Crawler. Now to the scale, Fabio, the Major Cascone. $152.9 for Cascone, 152.9. Now to the scale, the undefeated young Mancunian, William Crawler. $154.1 for William Crawler, 154.1. Crawler versus Cascone, 6 rounds, super welterweights, matchroom boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go 6 rounds in the super flyweight division. Now making his way to the stage, 7-5-1, 6 knockouts. He fights out of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Please welcome Abdul Kessi Ngaoma. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, 5-0, all 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the 3-time national champion fighting out of Liverpool, Jack El Terrier Turner. Now to the scale, Abdul Kessi Ngaoma. 116.1 for Ngaoma, 116.1. Now to the scale, Jack El Terrier Turner. 117.6 for Jack Turner, 117.6. Jack Turner, Abdul Ngaoma, 6-round super flyweights, matchroom boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Ladies and gentlemen, the weigh-in continues as we hit the first of our 4 title fights of the night as we go 10 rounds for the English Super Featherweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. Professional record, 19 wins, 10 defeats, 2 draws, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here's the former Midlands area champion fighting out of Birmingham, England, Mexican Baker. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is the defending champion. His professional record, 20 victories, only 1 defeat. He has 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Manchester, England. Here is the reigning and defending English Super Featherweight champion, Michael Gomez Jr. Now to the scale, Mexican Baker. 129.4 for the challenger, Kane Baker, 129.4. And now the defending titleist to the scale, Michael Gomez Jr.
129.1.
129.1 from Michael Gomez Jr., 129.1. Michael Gomez Jr., Kane Baker, 10 rounds for the English Super Featherweight Championship, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next contest, 6 rounds in the lightweight division. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 10 victories, 4 defeats, 4 draws with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, please welcome Tampella Maruz. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 9 victories, no defeats, 1 draw, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is a 3-time national champion fighting out of Oxford, Jordan Flynn. Now to the scale, Tampella Maruz. 134.5 for Maruz, 134.5 for Tampella Maruz. And now to the scale, Jordan Flynn. 134.3 for the undefeated Jordan Flynn, 134.3. Jordan Flynn, Tampella Maruz, 6 rounds, lightweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Ladies and gentlemen, Olympic gold medalist Istvan Koko Kovacs in the house. Give a nice round of applause, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the first of our world title fights of the night as we go 10 rounds for the vacant WBO Lightweight Championship of the world. Now making her way to the stage, a professional record, 22 victories, only 1 defeat. She has 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando de la capital, Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is the reigning South America super featherweight champion, Karen Burbuja Carabajal. And her opponent now making her way to the stage. She's an undefeated southpaw, 9-0, 1 knockout, fighting out of Warrington, England. Here is the reigning and undefeated European and Commonwealth lightweight champion, Rhiannon Dixon. Now to the scale, Burbuja, Karen Carabajal. 134.5 for Karen Burbuja Carabajal. 134.5. And now to the scale, the undefeated southpaw, Rhiannon Dixon. The exact same 134.5 for Rhiannon Dixon. 134.5.
Just so the camera's first. Face to face.
Rhiannon Dixon, Karen Carabajal, 10 rounds for the WBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Matchroom Boxing live on DAZN from Manchester, England.
Very proud one as well, not just Will back in action as well, but the arena, you became world champion, and to do it as a coach in the corner, how are the nerves for you ahead of tomorrow night?
No, listen, I see how hard they both work during camp, and Rhiannon, she's left no stone, you know, unturned, and tomorrow night Warrington will have a new world champion. I'm very sure of that. You know, Karen, she's a great competitor, she's a very good girl, she boxes at a very high level. And it's quicker than we expected, but it's a test she's ready for. It's a test she'll pass.
Great stuff. Well, and if you pass that mic back to Darren, Rhiannon, best of luck tomorrow. This is your moment. Go and enjoy it. Back to David on the stage.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the weigh-in continues. Right now we have a 4-round middleweight contest. Making his way to the stage, professional record, 4 wins against 9 defeats. He fights out of Swindon. Please welcome Jensen Natty Irving. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His young professional record thus far perfect. 1 fight, 1 victory, and that victory came by way of knockout. Here is the former senior ABA champion fighting out of Liverpool. Please welcome Steve-O Clark. Now to the scale, Natty Jensen Irving. 163.1 for Jensen Natty Irving. 163.1. And now to the scale, Steve Clark. 161.5 for Steve Clark. 161.5.
Steve Clark won his professional debut in January, sold over 550 tickets as well ahead of tomorrow night, which I'm sure will be music to Mr. Eddie Hearn's ears, won't it?
Absolutely. You've got to tick boxes in this game, and he does that. Not only does he sell tickets, he's very, very good. He's a very good fighter. He's a top lad. He's got a very good team behind him. See Paul Smith there, my old amateur teammate. Yeah, he's in safe hands with brother Stephen as well. And like I say, he can really fight, and that's the most important thing in this game.
Steve Clark, Jensen Irving, full rounds, middleweights, matchroom boxing live on DAZN from Manchester, England.
One of them as well, Darren. I spoke to him during the week and I said, how do you feel about the support? Does it add any pressure to you to go out there and perform? And he said, you know what, I just love it, embrace it. Some fighters, I think, can struggle when the pressure perhaps gets on top of them. But if he can deal with that support of that size at such an early stage of his professional journey, surely that's only going to leave him in a great position.
Well, I've mentioned it a few times today. It's about ticking boxes, and that's one of them. Handling the pressure, the expectations. And he can do that, I'm sure of it. When you compete at that level as an amateur, coming into the pros, it makes it that little bit easier. But, yeah, a very, very good talent.
I know it was in a good fight, wasn't he, with Jack Oliphant in February. A very entertaining fight. So this is a good test as well, I think.
It's a good test at the right time, yeah. You want to be competing at a decent level. You don't want to drop down loads of levels. You do have to learn your trade, so it is brilliant matchmaking.
And you excited for Ellie Scotney? Big moment. What a division that is.
Big fan. I mean, there's this fire in her eyes that makes her so exciting. There's all the talent in the world, but she likes to get stuck in, so yeah, I can't wait.
Well, let's bring Ellie Scotney and Ségolène Lefebvre to the stage. David to bring up the chief support.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the chief support of the evening. As Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 10 rounds for the unified IBF and WBO Super Bantamweight Championships of the world. Now making her way to the stage, her professional record, a perfect one. 18 fights, 18 victories, with one of them coming by way of knockout. Saturday night, she'll be making her 4th defense of her world title. Fighting out of France, here is the reigning, defending, and undefeated WBO Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, Ségolène Majestic Lefebvre. And her opponent now making her way to the stage. Her professional record, also a perfect one. 8 fights, 8 victories. Saturday night, she'll be making her 2nd defense of her world title. Proudly fighting out of Catford, London, England. Here is the reigning, defending, and undefeated IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, Ellie Scotney. Now to the scale, majestic Ségolène Lefebvre. 119.3 for the reigning WBO Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, Ségolène Majestic Lefebvre. And now to the scale, the undefeated Ellie Scotney. 121.8 for the defending IBF champion. 121.8 for Ellie Scotney.
Well, Eddie described this yesterday, Darren, as a path to undisputed, didn't he, for Ellie Scotney? Yamileth Mercado, Erica Cruz. It's a great division. He talked about Ramla Ali as well, who's very much in the mix for a shot at one of the belts. What sort of pace are you expecting this one to be fought out tomorrow night?
Flat out. I've no doubt about it, because of what's on the line, because of the way they both fight. It promises to be all action from start to finish.
Ellie says she's taken big strides forward in this camp. Certainly in terms of self-belief, going from strength to strength under Shane McGuigan. They fancied a stoppage, would be Ellie's first. It was her 9th professional fight, but certainly her biggest so far. IBF, WBO, Unified Super Bantamweight World Titles, your chief support, live on DAZN.
Ellie Scotney, Ségolène Lefebvre, chief support, Saturday night, 2 undefeated fighters, IBF, WBO, Super Bantamweight World Title Unification. Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Ellie Scotney, Ségolène Lefebvre. Chief support, Saturday night.
Don't mind that, Darren. Don't mind that icy cold face-off. We are going to hopefully try and grab a word with Ellie Scotney as well. And is she going to jump off the stage? Are we going to get Ellie? She's with Shane McGuigan there, but we keep talking about self-belief. We've been talking about that all week. That's been the theme, really. But that's been a big thing for Ellie Scotney is punching with the intent to hurt her opponents, believing in herself. Let's bring her in. Ellie, I was down the gym with you last week and we were talking off camera just about how you feel you've taken a lot of strides forward in this camp, not just in terms of your ability and what you've been doing in the ring with Shane in the gym, but mentally as well. How determined are you to match what is the biggest night of your career with the biggest performance?
Oh, massively. You know, I feel like everything's lined up to these sort of moments and these nights, and I truly believe it. I'll be coming into my age on Saturday night, and you'll see that tomorrow, believe me.
Lefebvre, she's a bit of an unknown quantity. Having as many fights as she's had, been quite hard to find anything on her. What do you know about your opponent?
Yeah, to be honest, I had to pay, I think it was €5 to watch her, so I've got her latest fight, and trust me, we've watched it detailed, and I've been looking at her since my debut, and all the boxes have been ticked. It's about me putting it together on the night now.
Long face-off, the longest face-offs I've ever seen you be involved in yesterday and today. What's going through your mind there when you're looking into her eyes?
Just win at all costs, and I know what I'm bringing Saturday night, and yeah, I'm ready.
Have you told your family to keep the spare spot in the trophy cabinet for this new belt?
Listen, she don't even let him under the bed, but this one will be going on full show.
Ellie, we wish you the very best of luck.
I appreciate you both.
Tomorrow night, Ellie Scotney, that is your chief support. What a great fight that is. Back to David now for the final time to bring the main event to the stage.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome everybody here today to Manchester, England, for the official weigh-in of our big night of World Championship professional boxing taking place at the AO Arena here on Saturday night. And it's now time to weigh in the main event of the evening, as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 12 rounds for the WBA International Super Featherweight Championship. And now making his way to the stage, please welcome the defending champion. His professional record, 28 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Chatteris, England. Here is the former Commonwealth, European, and the reigning and defending WBA International Super Featherweight Champion, Jordan "The Thrill" Gill. Gill. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He'll be the challenger on Saturday night. His professional record, 30 victories, 2 defeats, with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former Commonwealth, European, and IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight Champion and the former world title challenger, proudly fighting out of Manchester, England, Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett. Now to the scale, Jordan the Thrill Gill. 129.5 for the defending titleist Jordan the Thrill Gill. 129.5. And now to the scale, Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett. 129.6 for Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett. 129.6.
A lot of intrigue around this one. Tomorrow, Darren Barker out.
A lot of noise as well.
Can just about hear you from over there. What are the question marks, Darren, around this fight tomorrow?
Where does the loser go? I mean, the winner goes on to big, big things. But for the loser, it's going to be a horrible, hard road back.
Well, this your main event, 12 rounds, a true must-win, a true crossroads fight for the victor. Big fights away at 130 pounds. For the man not successful, it may be a long way back to world level.
Jordan Gill, Zelfa Barrett, 12 rounds for the WBA International Super Featherweight Championship main event, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Manchester, England. Jordan Gill versus Zelfa Barrett, main event, Saturday night, live on DAZN.
We are hopefully going to grab a word with Mr. Zelfa Barrett. Zelfa, can we bring you down here? Just give him a moment to rehydrate. Darren actually is standing stage side with Jordan Gill. Let's bring them in first.
George, there is a real maturity and confidence from you. It's oozing out of you. You're in a good place, aren't you?
Fantastic place. I feel great. Despite what the crowd are shouting, his cheerleaders are saying that I'm shook. I'm not scared of anything. When I'm done with him, I'll get you too. I'll get you too. I'll get you too. Anytime.
How much better are you feeling at the weight? I mean, the performance last time out shows that, but you're looking full, you're looking strong. Weight a lot better?
Yeah, so much better. You know, I'm fueling my sessions, I'm fueling my training. I don't have to cut. I can eat well all through camp, and I'm enjoying life, and that's all we can ask for.
All right, talk to me. What happens tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, you're going to see a fantastic fight. This fight is going to be electric from start to finish. He's very versatile. I can do it better than everything. So whatever he brings, I'm going to bring it better.
Do not miss this one. Thank you, George. Jamie?
Well, I'm here on the opposite side of the stage now with Zelfa Barrett. Zelfa, good atmosphere in here today. This your fourth fight through 32 fights at this famous old arena, the spiritual home of boxing in this great fighting city of Manchester, your city. This time, though, you're the star attraction. You're the man on all the billboards around town. How much energy does that give you ahead of tomorrow night?
I'm ready, as they say from Manny. You know, it's been a long time coming, man. So, you know, I'm ready to perform and show why I'm better than Jordan. You know, come on with that belt.
What is the difference between the pair of you in your mind, and what will be the difference in that ring tomorrow, Zelfa?
Everything. Everything. Size, speed, power, everything. I believe I'm better than him, and I'm going to show that.
He thinks he's going to knock you out tomorrow. You don't like that prediction, evidently, obviously, but if he does come forward, does try and press the pace, does try and knock you out, what happens?
better watch him get himself knocked out, man. So it's crazy, it's deluded, I don't know why he thinks that, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Is this about you? I was going to bring Darren Barker in as well. Is this about you impressing as well, to match the occasion? I just said the same to Ellie Scottney, but for you even more so, in your home city, does it have to have the performance to match?
You know, I'm a natural. It just happens, you know. My performances happen. I just need to go there and focus and do what I do, win. Any pressure coming into this fight? How'd you win it then? Just by winning. By however Jordan comes, that's how I'm going to win. You know what I mean? I believe I can win it any sort of way, but, you know, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to be cute, and, you know, if he tries to push and press, it could be an early night, man.
Do you have a final message for your friends, your family, for your city, the people of Manchester, everyone here today? What is your final message you want to leave ahead of tomorrow night, Zelfa Barrett?
Thank you for coming out, man. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.
We can't wait. Zelfa, try not to drop the mic, carrying too much here. Wish the very best of luck. Wish the very best of luck tomorrow night. What a great main event. It's one of them, we keep talking about that word intriguing. I was talking to Mike Costello, been talking to Tony Bellew and Ade. No one seems to have a clue what's going to happen in that ring, which usually tells you you've got a good fight.
Exactly that. What is so important here is you don't lose the fight. Where does the loser go? It's a hard road back. The winner goes on to much better things, big fights, potentially a world title shot. You cannot lose this fight. And when you have, you know, fights like that with that kind of pressure, it usually delivers a brilliant spectacle.
Well, that is it. The talking is over. Do not forget, 5 p.m. Before the Bell, Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels. This man, he can't wait for Before the Bell. Lead commentator, by the way, taking you through all of the action on Before the Bell before we cross live to the live DAZN broadcast, 7 p.m. As I always say, one place to watch it all, that is DAZN. Do not miss all the action. Myself, JB Ward, Darren Barker will be there. We hope that you will be as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring, the fight starts now! How do you like it?
Off the shoulder. So aggressive, so focused.
Look at these two guys. Still the undisputed champion of the world.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
Sometimes running a business can feel like climbing a mountain. It's actually a volcano. But Zero accounting software can help keep your business finances running smoothly. Soon, climbing up that mountain will feel more like riding down one on a really cool bike that can time travel. Looking good. Where are we? Search Zero with an X, because healthy business is beautiful business.
Fresh coffee? Better.
Keep practicing.
Better.
Keep perfecting.
Better.
Keep going. Because no matter how good you get, there's always room for better. Delta. Keep climbing.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.